Hey everybody, I'm Sarish, the host of the Koyan Podcast. This video is being recorded a little bit after the first episode was recorded, and I just wanted to talk to you guys about a few things. Firstly, I thank everybody for their amazing support for the Koyan Podcast. We've had a lot of followers across Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and X, and I thank everybody for their amazing support. Secondly, I'd like to talk about some things about the first episode of our podcast. Forgive me, I have braces on. So, since it was the first time, we faced a few issues. Like, we were building our own studio, right? Because all other options were like super expensive. And there were some issues with like the audio and video syncing. But we have, and I can't thank my video editor enough for this. He's done an amazing job of stitching together the videos properly and making it work. And yeah, so thank you so much for that. And I'd like to also apologize for like the delay in the video because I had a maths camp and that was from May 24th to May 30th. And as a result, I didn't have any devices over there, so it was a little tough to coordinate with my team, and therefore we weren't able to release the video a little earlier. And yeah, one more thing is about just the first episode. I hope you guys enjoy. Forgive my hosting skills, it's obviously the first time, but yeah, really hope you guys will enjoy. And we also have a bunch of amazing surprises ahead, new people that are coming up, new interesting things. I don't want to reveal too much, but yeah, let's just get into the episode. I just wanted to record this so that you guys are aware of the situation. Podcast, and yeah, that's the Koyan, not the Kojan podcast. Saurish Balaji Ramakrishnan. Um, so this is the first episode of our podcast. Really great experience. But before we start, I just want to give a little bit about our mission statement before we like actually begin, because it's the first episode and can't really bank on everybody having seen all our advertisements. So the Koyan podcast is let me give a bit of a background. Um, so I used to listen to a lot of podcasts and I still do now. And the thing I realized is the podcasts that are not like the goats, like Joe Rogan and stuff. They are very like interview like, and it doesn't feel like you're listening to something you can relate to. It's always like someone who's so polished and stuff, and I really hate that. So, and on top of that, I kept having cool conversations with people who are like founders, researchers, builders, and just like people who are deemed as average, even though they're not. And they never really got a chance to talk about all that, like all the struggles and stuff, and just too much chill and talk. So I think that's the main reason why I started this podcast. And also, I get to meet a lot of cool people. Like our first guest for today, and our first guest of the Koyan podcast, first ever episode, Krishna Pradyun. Really great friend of mine, he was. And we've had a lot of times together. What's up?
Hello everyone. So first episode, and we have no idea how to start. What do we talk about and all that? So
Yeah,
I
I
guess we're
mean,
going with the flow.
yesterday we had like a chuma call to test all the stuff. Literally,
And guess what? We tested nothing.
yeah,
We
we didn't
tested
do
the
it.
site, but we didn't really do anything.
Yeah, it was very weird.
I mean, doesn't that make it better?
Yeah,
Like
I
we're now
mean,
more in
what
the
we want
flow.
in this podcast is natural conversation. So I guess sure,
We don't even
but
have an agenda to start
mm,
talking on or anything like that. We have, I don't know. I think we have a time limit, but apart from that, we don't have anything.
I
So
mean, the time limit's just like a breaker. In case if the conversation doesn't go well, we'll end it earlier. But if it does go well,
yeah,
which I
I get.
hope it does, it'll go longer.
I mean, it will, bro. We gotta have hope.
Nice. So what's up?
Well,
How's your holidays?
holidays. I mean, I mean, expectations and reality was very, very different. So when we finished off boards, the expectation was going to be so chill and have a lot
Yeah.
of stuff to do. I mean, I don't know if people had that good job. Kudos to you guys, but I feel like it was a little bit too boring. I mean, I mean, maybe for the first 1 or 2 weeks it was fine. I
Yeah.
mean, after that, it became too monotonous. Waking up.
Yeah.
I mean, I got on my phone. I was there all day, and I go out, come back. That's. I mean,
Speaking
honestly,
of boards, you. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
I think the main problem was the second boards. Most of the
Hmm.
people were writing it, and they didn't come out to, like, I don't know, hang out, go out,
Hmm.
have fun. All that. None of them came for all that. So, how about you? What do you do in your holidays?
I think half the time I was building this, and then the other half I restarted watching Star Wars again. So I went through the whole saga, and and um, and now I have a camp coming up. It's at IIT, so I'm going for that. And yeah, so speaking of boards, I wanted to ask you. You know about what happened with the 12th boards?
Yeah, I think CBSE this year was very bad. I mean, I don't think we should say that on the open, but yeah, I think it was really bad, messed up.
Yeah, I mean that online marking
CBSE,
system.
I mean, I don't know. I don't understand why there's such a drastic difference, but I feel like the teacher should have been a bit more lenient because it was a different mode of correction.
Yeah.
like like you saw for 10th, the maths paper was, I mean, I think a lot of people found it a little more difficult than what was expected, of course. And then 12th, I mean, I think they tried to make it better by giving that by reducing the fee and all that, and if you get, and in your
Oh yeah,
reevaluation, if you
and
get
who
marks.
starts? I think they did that starting fee of 700 for just for the sake so that they can reduce it and say we're good.
I,
And
I don't think so, because last year and for 10th also it's 700 for the paper, and then and then another 100 for each question you reevaluate. But
really,
because so many people want to do it, and a lot of protests I think came out. I think that's why they reduced it. And if you get marks in your reevaluation, you get your money back. So I guess solving the mistake. I mean, you saw the neat paper leak.
oh man, Pawan, those fellows they have to rewrite. Got cancelled.
I mean, actually, I think you can look at it in two ways. The people who did bad are gonna be happy, and the
Oh
people who did
yeah,
good,
yeah. You remember that
I think,
they kept giving the reel of that girl who missed me by like 2 minutes.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna be so
She started
happy.
crying, and then the memes that came out on it, bro.
Yeah,
Like, multiple memes on. They showed her face, and then they still showed her dancing or something. A lot of stuff came out.
yeah, crazy, crazy.
Yep.
So, what do you think about like the second boards? Do you think it should have been there or not? Or do you think like
No.
if the second boards were not there, people would have done the first boards better or what? What do you think? Because I think having the second boards is good in a way. I mean, I can say so because I took the second board for maths because I don't know something went wrong
Yeah.
with my paper.
Yeah.
But maybe does it have like a good side to it of not having it?
Yeah, I personally think that second boards, I didn't like the idea at all. I
Why?
mean, how many times in your life do you get two opportunities for a single thing?
But isn't
I
what
I
everybody says
I
is everybody deserves a second chance kind of stuff?
I mean, I don't even believe in all that. I think you. I mean, I think that's for. I think that's what the losers say. I'd
Hmm.
be honest with that. I think that's what the losers say.
Yeah.
I mean, because you have your boards, and that is one important exam. You give your best. You don't really. I don't think people should look forward, say, oh, I'll do these two subjects well now, and then I'll go do the other three subjects rewriting and do it even better in the second attempt. And I think it also lets students be like, I mean, usually we start studying earlier and all that. I think that's what other people would have done, but because the second boards were there, I think people would have started studying later on and hoped like, oh, the second boards.
Mm.
I didn't like that. I mean, no matter how hard the first board was, especially maths and all, I still don't feel that you should go on write the second one
Hmm.
because
So you
it's
didn't
not.
write the second
No,
one,
I
right?
mean, no, I didn't write the second board for anything. I got pissed.
Actually, most people, I know the guys writing 10th, I mean, the people writing 10th now care about it. Even I care about it. But the reality is that nobody cares about 10th marks. Like, once you're in
I
11th
mean,
grade, nobody cares about it because it does not hold any significant value when you're applying to colleges or whatever. I mean,
no,
nobody looks at it.
I agree on that. I cared about my 10th boards. I think I cared like mostly about maths and science. I did care about the total, but after English, I kind of stopped caring. I fumbled English for some reason. I don't even know where I lost mark. That's the problem. Because if you lose mark in like math or science, you know where you lose. In English, I don't even know what happened. But uh, yeah, but I mean, you should care. It kind of shows you where you are, uh, like how much more work you got to put in to go where you want to be and all that. I mean, for your group, it's a different thing. I think it's
Right.
much. I mean,
But here is where I think the American system is, or for that matter, the international system is a lot better because they don't just like focus on one of those exams. They focus on your consistent performance, like your
yeah,
GPA and stuff like that. And I find that miles better than having just that board exam and deciding your fate on
no,
that. Especially
definitely,
like for
it's
like
definitely
JEE and
better.
NEET and stuff. I mean, you have the AP exams, SAT, but they, even if you don't have good scores in your APs or SATs, colleges will still look at your application based on what you've done. Like, okay, this guy is an amazing sports guy. This guy is an amazing researcher. This guy has gone out and raised money for something, and that actually, in the end, is what values. I mean, what is valued the most should be valued the most, at least. Granted,
I
that
mean,
creates a very
I agree.
subjective look. Creates a very subjective look. So one guy who's looking at the college apps will be like, I like this. I mean, I relate to this better, so I think this guy is going to be a better fit, while the other guy is not going to look at the same way. So in that way, exams create a kind of.
It's just a lot of turning in the tides, uh, but apart from that, I feel like I don't think they stand a chance at all. It's a
Hmm,
really stupid ideology, and I don't want India to incline that way.
hmm. So
What do you think?
I think it's in a way it's good. Uh, I mean, it just shows that the youth are not sleeping. That's all. I mean, Vijay himself, the appointment of Vijay as chief minister shows that. I mean, uh, all over the state, I'm pretty sure all the kids told their parents go and vote for Vijay, and the parents just went and voted. The fact that Stalin lost in his own constituency.
I mean, that was nuts, but I feel like it was more. I think it was his timing that he came in, and
Hmm.
the incompetency of the other viable options.
Hmm.
I mean, if he hadn't come in, I'm pretty sure it would be a different story right now. But I feel like people were upset with the both DMK and ADMK rule for however long they did, and
Hmm.
I think that has turned out to be. I think that has helped Vijay a lot because he came in at the right time where people were all not satisfied with the way the government was running, and they wanted some new change. I think NTK was another, but I sadly they want nothing. But yeah, that's all Vijay. But
No, but I
I mean, I
mean,
actually
yeah.
think NTK had a pretty decent ideology with their equality and all. As in, they had equal number of women and men standing, and it
Hmm.
was very inclusive of everything. But yeah,
Yeah, I guess in the revolution of like breaking the two-party rule, they had to
I
be
mean,
sidelined, I guess.
I might get backlash for this, but I felt like I don't think what the people of Tamil Nadu did was good. Is what I'd say. I mean,
Why?
he said. What is Vijay's ideology?
It's practically, I think, anti-center, and what I know is he's trying to be completely like out of all the kind of corruption, money corruption and stuff. And
I mean,
I think to some extent he's anti-Dravidian, but not exactly.
he's not anti-Dravidian. I don't think he has ever said it out, but I
Yeah,
felt like he always said his ideology was uh, secularism, and then removing the caste inequality,
yeah.
women
Well,
and men
that
equality.
those are all you know.
Yeah, I want to come to that. I want to come
Yeah,
to that, right? For secularism, he claims to be a secular party which doesn't support any particular ideology. Who you know who he's in an alliance with for his current government?
yeah. Congress, CPI.
No, IUML. We'll get to that also.
As in,
IUML.
yeah, yeah,
You know what IUML is?
yeah, the Muslim
Yeah,
League.
that's what. Then I don't know how that comes under the secular umbrella, but and then we go into caste equality. He's in an alliance with VCK.
Hmm. Yeah,
Look,
yeah,
right after the government, you say all this is. I mean, you were forced in a coalition. You stood alone. All that is fine. ADMK disbanded. You have your strength. You have. I think he was at around 145. You can't claim to be secular, not casteist, equality, and still have ties with certain parties which are known not to be. I mean, you
okay,
can definitely make that alliance. No?
but think about it this way: had Vijay not come, we would be still with either DMK or ADMK, and considering that Vijay is a much better change to those two parties, I guess some things can be overlooked for the first term because he had only 107 odd seats, so he needed that support. And
Yeah, he needed it. Now does he need it? Is what I ask. You can't claim to be all that, and you can't be saying statements against the
hmm,
whole. I mean, I don't know if you heard what Udaynidhi said.
I heard about the
He,
Sanatan Dharma.
yeah, I mean, I still feel like that's ideologically you can't go around saying statements like that, man. And it's not his first time, because the real meaning was it was told to him in 2023 when he said the same statement.
Hmm.
He said the same thing. He said it's like dengue and malaria and it must be eradicated. I mean, I think Adav Arjuna came out with a similar statement. I think he's a DVK sports minister. Currently he's our
Yeah,
Tamil Nadu
what did he
sports
say?
minister. Yeah, it's the same thing. We are secular. I personally do not have any belief, but we are against Hindutva ideology of Sanatana Dharma.
Ah, okay, that's weird.
Yeah, bro, can you check your net?
My net.
Continue.
Okay. Where do you want to
So,
start?
like, what, dude, I finished off a statement. You have to give whatever views.
What did you say?
Adhavarjuna statement.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's really really weird. I mean, uh, but it's nothing like. It's not like India is the only country that has all these problems. Like you see Trump and all that stuff.
What problem is Trump facing? As in terms of this.
Not in terms of like religion. I'm saying politically, everywhere around the world
Yeah,
has done. Yeah.
I feel like the people of America have very weird views. I mean, that's not my. I don't. It's their own views. I just share different views.
Hmm.
That's,
Yeah.
that's it.
Right.
I mean, those guys say the illegal immigrants should be given a place to stay. They should be given the wonderful
Those are the
opportunities in
Democrats. Yeah.
America. What?
Yeah, the lefts are the ones who say the immigrants have to
I
stay,
don't.
and
I'm pretty sure the lefts are not Democrats, but sure.
are you sure? Right?
Or are they? The Republicans are with Trump and he's right. Yep. You're right, dumb.
Huh?
You're right, you're right.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Weird confusion. Anyways, let's just shift
I,
gears from
I, I say
politics.
I say they're liberals. more than Democrats. But sure.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah, I do agree. We're doing. We
Way too
talk
much
about the youth.
politics. Yes.
Let's talk about the youth. I mean,
Um. Okay. I've been meaning to ask this. Like, uh, do you think the current like youth, that is us, relate more to, let's say, how do I phrase this question? Do you think they relate more to like international people of the same generation or older generations of our country?
I think that answer is going to be very simple. I'd say there's a mix. There's probably a split up of 20 to 80. 20 people might come to the older generation, and
Hmm.
the rest 80 will be, of course, the international, and I'm cool kind of thing. I
What
mean,
about you?
I actually don't know, but it depends on what we're talking about. Because sometimes I feel like the older generation. Sometimes I feel the newer is better. Like in terms of music, song, and all, the newer thing is much better. But
Uh,
yeah,
nah,
that's
80s rock is absolutely goated.
yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. You're where the 80-20 will split.
Yeah, it's fair, fair.
Yeah, there'll always be that some few people who, but I'd say most people go to the
I would
newer.
say, but the way I would approach that is like it depends on the topic. That's how I would
Yeah,
say.
that's for me, but I feel like a lot of people wouldn't be like that. I feel like most people would probably be new only and old only.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah, they join the fad. That's nothing wrong. That's
Yeah.
how it goes.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. Uh, Coming to sports, I wanted to ask you, who do you think is going to win the World Cup 2026 FIFA?
I'm a Messi fan, bro, but I feel like Spain
Nice.
has a good chance.
Messi fan.
It's,
Good. Spain. I think it's either Spain or France. Actually, me and my cousin, he's a young guy. We have a bet. He says Portugal or Brazil will win. I say Spain or
yeah,
France will win.
Brazil is a decent, but Portugal is. Um, I feel like Ronaldo's too old, bro.
Yeah,
He's
he's
overhyped.
39,
He's
39,
overhyped. He's no, he's
39,
40. He's 41
41. Okay.
or 42. I think he's definitely older. He's old. He's 2 years over Messi. Messi's like 38, 39.
Hmm. So the biggest difference, anyone, if anybody asks me like Messi or Ronaldo, I always tell them first, obviously Messi, but the second thing is Messi has the skill and the talent inbuilt. Ronaldo worked really really hard to get that, and that's one thing you can admire about Ronaldo. But in terms of like skill, Messi is just better.
And that's what I actually think that's not how I would look at it.
Hmm?
That's probably because that's probably because Ronaldo is showing more off of him training and being more athletic. Messi is the person who comes to the pitch like 2 hours before, practices by himself. He puts in those hours that nobody sees. He just doesn't show the hours. It's not like inbuilt talent where he comes in and plays. His training, if at all anything, he probably trains more than Ronaldo. I mean, you should see the reports. If training starts at 10 o'clock, Messi's there at 8 o'clock already practicing, and then he practices with the team again
Yeah, I mean,
at
for
Barcelona and
any,
Miami. Yeah,
yeah.
it's not only that talent what he has. It's that work he put in, but he doesn't show it, and people believe that he didn't work to it, and he talent carried him there. If
Same thing
you if you
for
like
like Rohit
put deep
Sharma
into it,
and Virat
Rohit
Kohli.
Sharma, yeah,
Rohit Sharma,
yeah.
they always say like he has inbuilt talent, but he had to work for that, obviously.
Everyone worked for it, man.
Yeah.
It's all the losers who say that talent is the only thing that got them there. You guys didn't do anything.
Yes.
I
Even
still say that's
people,
the
even people, the people who are like really big, like really successful people are initially deemed as average, and they just live a normal life until something clicks for them, and then they go and pursue that like they haven't pursued anything else, and that's what gets them success.
yeah, yes. That's what you're supposed to do. Find what works.
Yeah. Um,
I mean, that's the whole point.
Yeah, speaking of Rohit Sharma, who do you think is winning the IPL? I'm asking a lot of who do
IPL.
you think will win, but still.
Fine, bro. That's. I feel like a lot of teams have a solid chance. I feel like RCB have a decent chance. SRH has a good batting lineup. Lot of stuff, man. I think Rajasthan Royals, if they qualify, also have a decent chance.
Mm.
GT is also a good team. I mean, this time it's not like, oh, this is the best team. These guys are winning. You saw PBK's fumbling. They
Yeah,
had like they had a they had a 7 win streak or something, and then now they have like a 5 or 6
yeah,
losses.
that was
Poorly
they pushed
fouled.
themselves. Huh?
Such a it was a hard fall, and God knows if
Ah,
they're getting back
right,
up.
right. Yeah, we'll see.
1 win and they qualify though.
Mm. CSK, I don't think really has that much of a chance.
I mean, I'd like to say it this way: God has done everything for CSK to qualify, but
Yeah, I keep
CSK
seeing
has done
those
everything
memes
everything for them.
where one putting the sand and the other guy removing the sand. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's I agree. I don't think CSK is a good team right now. I
Mm.
mean, it's doing its best with what it has. A lot of injuries, and I mean, a lot of people out of form, so can't blame them. Now, we just have to say next year come back.
Apart from like physical form, there's also mental form, you know. Uh,
Yeah,
yeah, so like even if you're like at your physical peak, if you're mentally not ready, you can't do anything. And that's not only
I'd
for,
like to give a good example. Oscar
mm,
Piastri.
oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, that was his mental form that really messed him up.
Yeah, it also. I mean, obviously, physical form matters even in games that are mental. Like, even if it's like a sitting down game, say for like
I tell you
example,
another example.
yeah.
Chess. How did Magnus Carlsen become, I think, world champion for his first time? He took Gary Kasparov to multiple rounds. They played on for 8 hours, kept drawing and drawing. Except Magnus is younger and Gary is old. And because of that very reason, Magnus, I think, abused that reason. He kept drawing again and again, forced Gary to play for
Oh,
8.5 hours without a break, and then that's when he won.
oh man,
I mean, chess is a mental game, is what you'd say, but I think Magnus won there with the physical. Because
mm,
of his physical, I mean, he did play Gary Kasparov very well there. I mean, that's a really
yeah.
good thought to draw him out, hold him for 8 hours, keep playing on, get him tired, but Magnus is fresh.
It's like saying I don't play the odds, I play the man, kind of
Yeah,
thing.
Harvey Specter.
Harvey Specter. No, but this is coming by the way, guys. This guy is an absolute monster at chess. He's what's your elo now?
We don't talk about it. Bro,
He's
I was at
actually really
like,
really good.
okay, I fell hard.
No, what was your elo though?
I was at like 1900.
Yeah, that's absolutely goated.
Mm-mm.
So what was like
I
the best match you've ever played? Is there like anything like that?
Actually, I mean, I don't want to talk about playing online. I did play one in. So, I mean, I went to a chess tournament and all.
Mm,
So, I mean, I played this guy. I mean, sadly, it's under 19. I mean, like 12th graders and college dudes come in to play. But, so, I was just one guy. He was like FIDE rated 1900.
yeah,
So, I mean, that is FIDE rated 1900 is in like in chess.com, you're like 2400 or something.
yeah.
It's like that. So I was bad against him in the first game. It's random pairing. So
Hmm.
and it all went on well. I mean, I think it kept tipping both sides, but in the end, eventually, I had one queen against two of his rooks,
Mm,
and I was trying to hold out for a draw, and I kind of ended up winning because I think he made some
damn.
calculation error. I mean, so yeah, that will forever be my, I think till now, my best win.
Mm. But you said 12th grade college students came, right? But the thing is, in chess, that doesn't really matter because you see, you know, Pragnandana beating or Gukesh beating these great guys, or even you keep seeing those. Have you seen Queen's Gambit?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, so she
Yes,
beats
she's a little
those
good. Yeah.
people multiple times, ignoring all that
Yeah,
other
I mean,
medication and stuff.
I'd like to. I like to say that I'm no prodigy at anything. So
Mm.
so because of that, I feel like they have those few years of experience that hits even hard.
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Fair, fair. So,
I mean, it's either you're really smart or you have to wait on your experience and your work. So I know what I am, and so because of
which do you
that,
value
I feel
more,
like
knowledge or experience? So, what else would you do for education apart from that?
apart from that, I mean, I definitely see a future where if some kid comes to power, we are going to see some easier education coming up, and definitely, I feel like they might bring in an American structure also. I'm kind of looking forward to all that, where colleges look at not only your marks, and the school considers not only your marks again.
Right,
You have to learn everything.
but now in India, there's a reason. Like as I was saying, The reason why they have objectivity in India is because not everybody has the same access to resources. So let's say a super poor guy, he does not have the same access to resources as a normal private school going guy, like the majority of people in India. So in US, most of the schools are public and it's free, right? So everybody goes to the same school, and most of, I mean, like I think majority of the people go to public schools there. Here, it's majority go to the
Yes.
private schools, right? And
So I'd say
government
that's
school,
something
yeah.
that should be fixed. As in, you should be making it better, and I think that's a problem with the infrastructure,
Hmm.
not with the. Yeah, I mean,
So a complete
it's
overhaul of the
definitely.
infrastructure is what you think could happen.
I think it's definitely happening already.
How? How do you say so?
I see decent government schools coming up with good facilities, sanitation, and all that. Definitely, I see it coming up.
But how long will it take for people to have a change of mind and say, okay, I'm going to put my son into a
How long
public
will it
school?
take for people?
Hmm.
Depends, no, because if the government makes this all these schools like this in the next 5 to 10 years, if they make it really amazing, like to the level of private schools, I honestly say a lot of parents would be sending them there. I think the current problem is the that stereotype that a lot of people have on the government schools that oh only the slum guys go there and you're gonna get
Hmm.
spoiled if you go there and it's only metric not CBSE.
Hmm.
I feel like stereotypes like that would definitely should reduce public
Hmm.
awareness.
But I think
Just
the generations before us, they all went to government schools, like our parents and grandparents and stuff. Yeah. So uh, I guess it's time to like.
it's it's the current trend
All right. So that's
because
education. What about you were saying something?
I mean they all the people I've met from government schools and my football wherever I've gone. I mean they were exactly that people were saying that stereotype is exactly what I mean the people that came out to play the football and all. I mean they were all like people from the slums and the way they talked
Mm-hmm.
it was very different. But I mean, stuff like that should. It's that's what's happening because I don't see a lot of guys going to government schools. Normal guys, as in like me and you going to a government school. It's just not happening.
So when do you think that change happened? Because, like I said, our parents and grandparents used to go to government schools, but now government schools have been associated with these kinds of people. When do you think, like, and why do you think that change happened?
Uh, I think our kids and our grandkids would be a decent enough time given lane. I think that time period is what we'll probably have what 20 more years.
Hmm.
So I think that should be we should be able to get go somewhere in that 20 years.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
What
So
about you?
I think I don't know if that drastic a change will happen in 20 years. What I think is AI will make a big change because, yeah, I know
Yes.
everybody keeps saying AI, to the point where I hate it, and in any like professional conversation or this thing, I say machine learning model or large language model because I just hate the term AI now. It's so overused. But nonetheless, by the time we get AGI, That's artificial general intelligence, which will be much more like how we think. I think the
Yeah,
way,
that's
they
what
have
I'm thinking.
AI exams, right, for 10th boards.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean,
Imagine
I
if
think
we
our school
had,
didn't push it.
yeah, if the
Our
paper
school
was
didn't push
really
it,
easy, I heard all of us could have gotten
bro.
like
I've
100.
seen the number of people who got a centum in that, bro. I feel like there were people who were like who failed in math or something. They just put their AI 100 and they
Yeah,
got like some 450 and all.
yeah,
Bro,
that,
nuts. I think our
yeah,
school should actually push it. Almost every school except ours pushes it.
yeah. But our school also pushed against like the second board thing. But
Yeah,
yeah, I
I
don't
did see
think
that.
the school likes change. I'm not talking anything bad about the school, but
I was gonna say it's a conservative school, but yeah,
yeah,
sure. I mean, there's nothing wrong in it. It's their own. I actually kind of like it. So
yeah, the school is good. Obviously, it's really good. A lot of
yeah,
opportunities and
you're
stuff.
leaving. You're only leaving, bro.
Yeah, that's there.
When
So
are you going
we had
to?
planned for May 20th, right?
That's
But
what I was also. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
but I have a camp. It's a maths camp, like I said before, in IIT
How
from
many
May
days?
from May 24th to May 30th. So it's going to be probably after that we're going to.
Okay. Yeah, I
So
mean,
yeah,
school starts June 4th.
yeah. Oh, school here starts June 4th. Huh?
Do you guys check which school you guys are gonna go to? When?
Yeah, yeah, I got all that, all those details.
Hmm. Well, uh,
Yeah,
that's that, I
yeah.
guess. Yeah.
I always imagined standing for SPL. I don't know if I'll have won. And obviously, it's tons of work.
You would, you
The
would have
ex
one time.
SPL. I don't know about that. The ex SPL, we both know, no, he kept telling
Mm.
how much work it was. And even the current SPL is like, it's way too much work. We have to write speeches and stuff. And,
Hey, I'll campaign for you if you stand.
anyways,
I'll make you win.
I think you'd be a good candidate for SPL in our
Oh,
school.
me. I'm not standing. Oh, hell no.
I
I'm
think
not standing.
most people who are doing JE or NEET don't want to stand for SPL. But the people I
I
think
mean,
people
not only that,
who want to apply to
I
like international colleges should stand for SPL.
yeah. Definitely. I agree on that.
Mm.
Because that'll be a good credential for them. For us, if we are, or even if we're not, I mean, I don't think a lot of people would care.
Yeah,
Especially if you're going into a college or something. I don't think your college
yeah,
is going to look for, oh, he was the SPL of this school. Wow, very
mm,
commendable.
yeah,
Nope, not happening.
yeah. So we talked about education. If Gen Z comes, I want to ask, what about sports? What change do you think is there?
Sports, I tell you, it's going to be definitely huge changes coming in.
Mm,
Definitely. Especially if the Gen Z coming in. Because look at our generation. I feel like I mean it's widespread that only this generation is sitting at home watching phone all day. Yeah, sure, there's that people who do that, but I feel like the people who play sports nowadays are more extreme on making it big and doing all that. So I feel like there's definitely going to be some sports infrastructure coming in. I mean, did you see our prime minister went and played football with some kids in
oh yeah,
where
yeah.
was it,
I
Sikkim?
saw that. I saw that. Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely going to happen soon.
Like, but what kind of change would you expect? Is it like bringing in sports infrastructure is the one?
I'll start off with the budget set for sports and all that.
Mm,
I don't know if you know, but I think the budget is like extremely less.
mm.
Extremely. I mean, it's not even a commendable amount. So,
But think about
uh,
this: we have so many other frontiers to fund, and India is such a large country in terms of its population.
do you really want to go that way? I have a really good rebuttal for that.
What is it?
Do you know do you know how much India gives away in its
How much?
freebies to that community and this community?
How much?
It's I don't know the number. It's just more than I think the only that I think there's barely a lot of stuff that beats it. I think it's more than education and all. India spends more on its freebies than its education.
Wow.
I can Google it up for you.
Yeah, sure.
Uh,
Uh, but you see. even if we reduce the amount of money that is spent on those kind of freebies and stuff, would you rather it be invested into sports or put into space technology?
Look, I'll give you the amount and I'll tell you how much and how much you can split.
Okay.
9 lakh crores per
Wow.
annum is given as freebies, as in
Wow.
no work. Freebies, not even scholarships. You you're from this caste, you get this much money. You're a man, you get this much money. You're a woman, you get this much money.
Hmm.
For that, 9 lakh crores per annum.
Wow.
Okay, and here's my proposal: make that to 4.5 lakh crores per annum,
Hmm.
and with the remaining 4.5 lakh crores per annum, dedicate another 100 or 200 crores to sports.
Uh, is 200
You can
crores
definitely do
enough?
that. Bro, wait, I'll pull this out. Hey,
Hmm.
one sec.
Yeah, sure.
So, 4 lakh crores
Mm-hmm.
is what you have in your hand if you reduce your freebies,
Mm-hmm.
right? And the number of frontiers you want to improve and all that is, yeah, sure. Do you think sports can you like it's going to help India? Do you think it has that ability, and or do you think it's just a dud for India?
Sports, see, first of all, sports is a really, really important thing because it binds all countries together, and it elevates the status of a country. That's what I would say. So
Exactly.
if see, US gets so many gold, silver, and bronze medals in every single Olympic edition, right? China does too, a lot, and they both are the largest
and
economies in the world.
I'd like to tell you why.
Hmm.
I mean, those are developed countries.
Yeah, technically China is counted
India
as
isn't.
developing, but yeah,
I mean, sure, bro. We can say all we want.
yeah.
It's a developed. Most of them are developed countries, especially USA and all those.
Mm-hmm.
So, when you're a developed country, the amount of money you put in for your infrastructure and your freebies, it's definitely going to be a lot. But
Mm.
you can spare that little bit more into your sports.
Mm.
And I feel like India is definitely on a path where it will become much more developed soon. I like the current government and the developmental way. That I mean, recently also we went. I think the prime minister went on to UAE and
Mm. Now he's
Europe.
in a Europe trip, right? He just visited Italy yesterday.
I mean, look. I see haters saying, "Why is he going in a time of crisis?"
Mm.
Like, but then when you look at it, like he went to UAE and I think 300 million, 30 million barrels of oil
Mm.
for Indian reserves.
Wow. Yeah.
For India, and India doesn't have to take any. They don't have to pay anything. They don't have to do storage. It UAE does the storage. It does
Mm-hmm.
everything. When India is in a time of crisis, that oil will be given.
Mm.
I mean, look, that is definitely amazing, really amazing. And I think the Russian foreign minister gave out a statement recently, I think yesterday or something, saying we will never let India be in a gas or oil shortage.
Mm.
India is definitely developing. You cannot say no. India,
Obviously, yeah.
did you see the new Sarvam AI? I think that was also doing, I
Mm.
think it was one of the best performing AIs. So
Mm.
we are definitely going somewhere. There'll be a time where we are able to allocate more money to sports and other things.
So then, if you say that, then why would you think it is only Gen Z that will really push for the change? So in 20-30 years, we would have completed 100 years, and we have like a bunch of goals set for that. We want to be like the third largest
That's
economy and all that
I
stuff.
would go with that saying, because our Gen Z mindset will definitely be like you. Yes, my child can probably make it big in sports. I will give him the opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Not I'm not going to say your parents.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think the parents of our generation right now, most would be supportive of it?
I wouldn't say for like going fully fledged into sports.
Yes, it's a no.
There are people who
But
would.
again,
There are lots of parents who would, but not for like a
let's not
complete
talk
sport.
about that 1%, 2%. Let's not talk.
Right? Yeah, yeah.
Let's talk about that majority there. No, I feel like when our generation comes in, it's definitely probably going to be a different story.
Hmm. Okay, that's fair. But what do you say to those people who say, every generation tells that the next generation is worse than them? So, for
I
example,
don't think so.
Gen X says that
Look,
millennials are worse. Millennials say that Gen Z is worse. Gen Z says that Gen Alpha is worse. And now there's Gen Beta, but they're just a bunch of babies right now. But
look. Yeah, I mean, we also say, bro, they're worse than us. Look at them watching brain rot all day. I
mm,
know you would have said it. I have said it.
yeah, definitely.
So it's our time, and we had our own interests and everything. It's their time, and they have their own interests and everything. I mean, yes, if you look at the reports, the IQ levels of individuals are dropping, and and the average
Mm,
IQ of all the new generation compared to us, and then us compared to the older generation. Yes, it's dropping. Is that a good thing? No, but yeah, I mean, sure. After a certain point, I think it's going to become like that, especially with, as you said, artificial intelligence coming in.
mm,
I feel like i feel like there's going to be less dependency on human IQ nowadays.
hmm. But
I mean, I
I
mean,
saw
how do
this
they
amazing
advertise?
video. I saw this amazing video today. My father showed it to me. It's called Google Co-Scientist. So it basically gives you access to like 50 odd amazing scientists. Scientists, that is, they are models. They bring up hypotheses. There's one that ranks these hypotheses, and there's one that builds on these hypotheses to make new ideas. Each hypothesis has its own novelty to it, and these hypotheses together really can change, can actually bring in something new, not a rehash of what is already there, but something new. And there was this Erdish problem, Paul Erdish. He There was this problem which required really tough, complex geometry to solve, but ChatGPT came up with a really interesting solution that was really simple. And so I think AI is
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
more novel. But on the other hand, we can't let AI be the one that furthers humanity.
We can keep saying that. I'll come to that statement again. We can keep saying that and hoping it doesn't happen. But is it happening? Yes. Do we have to stop it? Slowly, definitely, yes.
How do you stop it though?
Definitely. And we come to a place of power for that. Right. That's how it all starts.
Right?
That's how it all starts. I mean, did you see Nepal Prime Minister?
Yeah, yeah.
He's a rapper.
Dancer, rapper.
Look, look at Nepal's development on, and look at the things that he has brought in.
Hmm.
Yes, he has made the country better, and the amount of respect he demands.
Hmm.
He refused to meet the Indian foreign minister, or no, what is that? What minister? He refused to meet some Indian officials,
Hmm.
saying, "I am the prime minister. I demand equality. I would like to meet the Indian prime minister."
Uh, I mean, in
So
that some
yes,
ways that's okay, but in some ways it's not.
I mean, look, I look at it. I look at it. I'm looking at it in this way, where look at the respect he has on himself, and look at the respect he's giving to his country.
Hmm.
And I mean, even though he might not be desperate, but you definitely need to make a name for yourself.
Hmm.
You definitely have to be respected. I
Right.
mean, and you're definitely doing it there. That's-
I love how all the conversations we have just end up going back to politics.
I think that might be because of me, but yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Very.
Right. Anyways,
I feel like
yeah.
people should know though. As in people our age and all should know about politics.
Hmm.
Not that much, just enough to know what's happening in your country and your state and
Yeah,
global
of course.
crisis. Like if you go ask a random stranger in our class, like you know what's happening, they'll probably say Iran and Israel are having a war.
Hmm.
What is happening? Why is it happening? I don't think people are knowing.
Hmm. Yeah. True.
So yeah, that way history definitely. Like I don't know why we didn't learn it, but do you know what Iran was once called?
Good.
Persia.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
So I mean, not. I mean, you would probably know it. Me, I probably know it. A lot of people
Mm-hmm.
would probably know it. Go to an
Mm.
average student in our grade, ask them this question, and I'd be surprised if they answer.
Mm. Yeah. Also, I feel like a lot of the history we learn is just like a edited version.
Crap.
Sure.
I'll,
uh,
I'll,
Bluntly,
I have a
yeah.
statement on it. I have a statement on it. Okay.
Mm.
Who writes the history? The winners write the history. How would the winners project the losers?
Yeah, definitely.
It's very simple. Very simple. That's what
Mm.
I'd like to say.
Right, right.
Because I see our textbooks praising the Mughal rule and the British rule,
Mm.
not condemning it. It's the Indian history.
Mm.
So,
Yeah. Okay, so
and but I don't see.
yeah,
Yeah,
go ahead, go ahead.
go on. I don't see any of the our history textbooks talking about the time before the Mughal era and talking about all the Cholas, the
Yeah, we
Pandyas.
had
I
that in
don't.
like sixth grade and stuff, sixth, seventh, and all.
I mean, in sixth grade, it was not in sixth, in seventh, and
Mm.
what they did talk about was the Marathas and all.
Mm.
But then that is that one short bit, and no, you didn't know Cholas and all. That much we didn't come, but just that one Tanjavur temple, because of that, there was a little bit
Yeah, I
coming in.
remember they had like
After that,
half a page about the Marathas, and I still remember the
half
textbook.
about, and
Yeah.
then they had a whole few chapters and everything dedicated to the rules after that. So
Mm.
I feel like give equal importance, and it's fine.
Mm. Yeah, that's an interesting
That's
take.
something that
Yeah. Okay, so I have three questions to end. I didn't want it to be an interview like, but I feel like this would be a nice thing we can repeat for like the Koyan podcast.
shoot.
Okay,
Shoot.
first one. So it's going to be from our tagline of the youth, by the youth, for the youth. It's very cheesy, I know, but still. Um, what's one thing you would like to say for the youth?
Uh, Keep dreaming, but keep working towards it, is what I'd say.
What's one thing you like of the youth?
I feel like their energy and the way they think, it's very creative. We all think very differently. We're escaping the matrix and also.
All right. And the last question is, what do you think what do you think something can be done by the youth to bring about change? I mean, we've discussed it, but still,
Come to a place of power. That's all.
right? I mean,
Come to a
obviously, but
place
by
of
that time we won't be youth. So, I would
why.
see. Okay, let's even if we say the youth is about till like 28, 30. Okay,
You can be the prime minister if you're 18 or you're 21, something like that.
25.
25, whatever. But you can definitely go into a place where you're a commendable man
Hmm.
or a reputable person. If you're a reputable person, people will listen to you.
Right.
Like
But how do you
let's
get
say Ambani
reputation
comes
at the age of 25?
not at 25, man. I will tell you, people. Davy Fogati.
Hmm.
He's a billionaire right now.
Hmm.
He dropped out of. I think he didn't do college and he became billionaire at 2021.
Hmm.
If he says something, do you think people will listen or not?
Right. Yeah, that's true. But
Right? Yes, that is power. That is power. That is definitely power. Power does not mean only political power.
mm,
Power as in a place where some more than a lot, as in a lot of people will listen to you and you are reputable for.
mm, yeah, that's really cool. Anyways, thank you so much for being the first guest. I really had an amazing time.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, do I get some sneak peek at who's coming next, or for
Um.
the kids?
No,
For the
I can I
audience.
can tell you. But I'll tell you once the we finish, like we stop recording. Yeah.
Hey, Nira, edit it out now.
Yeah. Okay. 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 Yeah. Thank you so much. Bye.